everyone, welcome back. First of all, I just thought I should let you know, I've mentioned this to a couple of people in comments, but I haven't gotten anything done the past week because I was kind of sick. Today's the first day that I'm feeling decent again, so I decided to do some colouring stuff. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting back into it. So I was looking back, I'm going to, just because I'm in the mood for the lion at the minute, so I'm going to do that, but I am going to go back to fairy tales and continue all of those, and then look at starting some new books once as we get these parts closer to being finished, I've decided, rather than starting right now. Also, it's a while ago now, but I basically re-topped up my black gel pen supply and got a couple of new paint brushes, the actual decent quality ones that are like $5 each here in Australia, so I just got a finer point and still another skinny point, but basically two different fine point pens. I'm just quickly going to turn the heater down because I've got it up a little high, and then we're going to continue with, as you remember, we'll continue with this bit, but we didn't get it fully done last time, so we're going to continue with this bit here, try and finish off the face, and then depending on thinking, I may come in with some eyes and then go to the main. But yeah, it'll be good. So I hope you'll enjoy it, and I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to stop this while I turn the heating down, just because it's getting a little warm now. So yeah, I'll see you shortly. So hey everyone, we're back. So as you'll notice, I've zoomed right in on the spot where we're going to keep working for now. So I'm going to decide as I go about the lion's eyes because we've drawn them, but yeah, I'm thinking I may bring it in. We'll see how time goes because we've got to finish this bit of the lion and the cheek and stuff like that, so we'll work it out, I'm sure. And I just realised I forgot my cloth thing, which I'll just pinch this one out of Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. I'm still working on that one so that then I can look at starting some stuff in Ivy and the Inky Butterfly soon. So yeah, currently I think we finished last time with our Tuscan Red. So now what we want to do is go in with our burnt ochre PC943. I'm pretty certain this was the method I did it last time. And we want to bring that in over all the colours, but still leave some areas. Here, this is what was setting it up for last time, to bring in some burnt ochre in these spots. So yeah, I hope everyone's well anyway. It's winter, coming into winter here, so it's kind of the season for colds and that, I guess. But yeah, we'll survive when we get there. So we're going to bring our burnt ochre in around just some of these other areas, but we still want to leave enough room for some of our other shades if we can. My dog's sitting here beside me. Just keeps yawning and stuff. She's so pretty. So, excuse me if I get a bit distracted by her. She easily distracts me. But yeah, so we're going to bring in some of our lighter shades around these spots where they connect to. Just since this is such a skinny space. But yeah, I hope everyone else is all well anyway. Whoops. Those areas are already coloured over by the other colours. Oh well. You do what you can. So yeah, I am going to do another part of Fairy Tales shortly by Millie Ogberg, I think it is. I do want to bring in another part of that, and I just decided, since I had everything out and ready for Millie Marottas Lion, that I would start with this one today. So I still had all the pencil colours situated ready. So I just decided, well, I'll just start with that one, and then I can go to Millie Little Alberga after that. And yeah, just do some stuff like that. So as you notice, we are blending it all over every colour sort of thing, because that's how we sort of want that colour variation. But yeah, so it's just nice to be back to doing this stuff again, because I love it. Also, I wanted to say thank you very much to everyone who said nice things and supported me on the video where I mentioned about my Asperger's. I really, really do appreciate all your support and kind words. It meant the world to me, because for some reason I thought that people wouldn't be happy to know about that, and so I just hid it. So I just really want to say thank you to you all for your support, and let you know how much I appreciated your kind words. And I've got to focus because I'm going over the lines. Like usual. But that's what happens with these tiny ones. We just fill it in and do what we can. But yeah, it's just really good to be getting back to my colouring stuff after a week of not feeling up to it. So what we're going to do, we still do have to come down in these areas here, but first I'm actually going to bring it up into this area with our ochre brown. Like, I may have brought the brown a bit far down here, but what is it is. And we just want to bring that brown in over every sort of tone. So also, I don't know that a lot of you know, but I've also started posting on an Instagram account. It's under my real name, just when I've got new videos up, and showing a rough picture for those who aren't following on Facebook and that. So if you do want to find me on Instagram, it's just under the name Rebecca Van Herk, because I'm just using my real name on that. So if you do want to find that and follow me on Instagram, I would love your support on Instagram. And it'll also let you know just when I've got new videos, and also show you just, I guess, my personal projects that I'm working on, like I try to do with my Facebook group. And yeah, I'll always sort of respond or comment when I can, because I love talking to everyone. I'm a bit of a talker. And yeah, so if you really want to hop over onto Instagram and follow me on there, I would love to see you there. My dog's making whimper noises, Lily is. She's being a sook. Good girl, aren't you? But yeah, if you want to follow me over on there, I'll just be posting things over on there as I do my own stuff, and as I do videos, and provide a link to the videos. Also, some of you may have noticed I've started just adding in random little things like vlogs and just little do-it-yourself projects and stuff onto my channel. that is because my dog's distracting me again. She's gorgeous. But why I'm starting to add some of those things in is because I want to add more of my art sort of related stuff in, and just general everyday stuff, and I just want to do like a whole sort of variation of things on my channel, and like my art stuff and just stuff where you go along with me, like on photography photo shoots and all of those sorts of things, because I enjoy it. And I also wanted to share like small little do-it-yourself craft projects that I work out how to do myself, and show you all how to do those things. Like I did do a small like do-it-yourself shower crumble using bath bombs, and my dog's gotten that pig. Oh, she's cute. But yeah, I just wanted to start adding a few small little art things like that, and I've got to focus more because I just went over the lines, getting distracted between my dog and what I was saying. But yeah, I just wanted to start adding in like small little other art projects, or little do-it-yourself projects, or even like little vlogs. Like it might just be random things like cooking or anything like that, and just because I wanted to add those things in because it's fun and I enjoy doing those things. The colouring stuff isn't going anywhere. I'm still going to be aiming to do them regularly. If it's those other things, they'll be other days of the week, not the colouring days that I'm trying to get in the schedule of uploading, because I'm now aiming for Monday, Wednesday, Fridays for colouring videos. Any extra videos would kind of be other days. But yeah, it's just little things that I just want to add into this channel, so that, well, I love the colouring stuff and I still want to do all of that, don't get me wrong. It's just that I want to add in my other art projects and stuff into my art channel as well, and well, yeah, art channel and like even general everyday stuff. I just want to be able to do a whole thing of different art projects and vlogs, and show you where I go with my art projects, and when I do photo shoots out somewhere on location and all of that. So yeah, I hope you'll tag along with me on those and enjoy those, and feel free to let me know in the comments what you might like to see me do otherwise. But yeah, I really want to bring in things like I'm gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free, and mostly carb-free, so I do meals based around those things, and so I was thinking maybe eventually I'd like to do like a bit of cooking around that stuff, and like as I've started the photo shoots and just everything like that, because that's just the kinds of things that I want to do in this channel, but also doing like my own personal art stuff, but at the same time keeping the colouring stuff at 3 days a week. I was also thinking of possibly recording one day when I go down to the race course with my dog Lily, just recording and showing a general sort of walk down there, show you a bit more around my area and where I live. Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I just want to add in I guess all sorts of different stuff into this channel, but really keep the colouring stuff as the main bit, but add in other bits around that, and eventually just work on adding even more things into the channel other than just the colouring stuff. So yeah, and I've noticed I've had some nice comments from some of you about that stuff, so yeah, I hope you'll enjoy it. And yeah, so now we're going to come in with our Mineral Orange PC1033, and yet again we want to bring that over every colour. We may need to sharpen this one a bit, I'm not sure. As you'll notice, this is one that I have used a lot. I'm actually surprised at how much I've used the Mineral Orange in my colouring stuff, because it's getting quite short. So it has been quite a well-used pencil, shall we say. And we're going to finish this off with the Mineral Orange, and we just want to bring that still in over every colour. And my dog's found something. She's looking something off a couch thing that I sit my feet on. Oh, it's probably a bit of chicken I dropped earlier. Whoops, I forgot to pick that up. That's what she's found. Bit of random leftover chicken. But yeah. The colouring stuff is going nowhere though, I can reassure you of that. The colouring stuff will be here all the time because I love it so much, and I really want to keep the colouring stuff as part of my channel because I love doing it. So we're still going to have, well, as I'm trying to get back to, because tomorrow is Monday, I want to get back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday for colouring videos, and any other videos we'll add in around that time schedule. So I'm not going to set a schedule for any sort of art projects or anything like that that's happening right now. So I hope you'll join me and enjoy the videos and have fun, and yeah, I hope it'll inspire others to get out and try and work towards achieving whatever their dreams are and go somewhere with things. And I was just realised these little patterns down here, they look a bit like bird feet to me. So we're just bringing the mineral orange over every colour, as you'll notice, and sometimes going over the line. But we want to finish off these little sections with the mineral orange because of the fact that we didn't bring in the sand or cream or any of those with these other spots. So this part of the face is not going to have the sand or cream in it. What's the matter, Lils? She keeps making a little sucky noises at me. Oh, I love her. Boo boo. I'm just talking to her. She keeps making these little like squeak sort of noises at me. I think she wants company at the moment. Just going to bring it down into these bits down here, even though they aren't really going to take the mineral orange on because they're so dark and they're already completely filled. I'm still going to bring the colour down into these just to make it all look right. Because as you noticed last time, we filled all this with the brown, and I don't know if you could, I hope you could see all of that as I went over it last time, because I just realised I wasn't checking. Although it looks like you could have, because you can see all the way down to the cheek here now, so let's just have a look. Oh yeah, you could. All good. That's great. Probably, whilst I've used this pencil in a lot of other images too, probably a lot of this mineral orange pencil has gone on this lion, I'm thinking, but then it has been used in other images too, so I just can't believe there's some of the pencils that have gone really short and others that I really thought that I would be using a lot more because they're the bright colours that I love, haven't been used as much. So it seems to be like the mineral orange and the black and some of those seem to be really diminishing in length, but some of the other pencils I thought I'd be using a lot aren't. So yeah, come on Mills. She's being a real sooky babe at the moment. Oh girl, you settle. Come on. So what I'm going to do before I come back into this part, because we're at 20 minutes, I'm going to come back in with doing this cheek and that, and then we're going to work out whether we do the eyes, and we'll probably do these colours around the head bit and that. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do when I come back, is that and the cheek. And then I think maybe we'll focus on doing the eyes. But yeah, I'm just going to pause for a minute and try and get Lily sorted, and then we're going to come back and yeah, I think I'm going to fill in all these little sections around the face and finish this cheek so that that's done. Then we're going to look at getting the eyes done, and yeah, it'll be good, because that'll be I'm thinking if I focus on getting the main face done first, then at least the face is done, then we can work the mane out. And then we can also work I'm thinking the background I'm going to do is just a plain gel pen black. But I'm thinking I want to do the lion first and finish the lion first. So yeah, I'm going to finish working on the face. I think today I'm going to at least focus on the face. So yeah, I'll be back shortly. So hey everyone, I'm back. Got Lily sorted. She's out in the backyard now. So yeah, I also just realised, as you'll know, with Mythomorphia and Magical Dawn, I'm going to, it may be a little bit yet till I get another part up on those, because in my off-camera time I'm going to have to work on getting them to the point where we continue the next part, because I didn't want to things to get too repetitive with those images. So just with Medusa, we're going to be doing a lot of the snakes off camera. I'm just showing you how to do the blue-green snake on camera, and then with the other one, we're going to, is it Magical Dawn, we're basically going to do the flowers and the leaves off camera with the ink tints, just so that it's not too, shall we say, repetitive kind of thing. So those ones, there may be a little bit of time between when the next part comes out on them, but there will be another part coming out. It's just a matter of, it depends on when I get all those caught up in my off-camera time. In the meantime, we'll keep going with at least Millie Marotta's and Millie Little Oberg's Fairy Tales and Leila Julie's The Colouring Yearbook. And I'm not sure if I had another one going as well. I'll need to have a look at that, but we'll keep going with those ones that we've started with anyway. So now what we're going to come in with is our Tuscan Red PC937, and what we want to do is bring our Tuscan Red all the way down to through these spots, because we're going into continue around our cheek area now. So, because I've decided this for this part, I'm going to focus on working on finishing the face. So hopefully we'll have enough time to do that. We're going to go over this little circle here too. And I'm not going to go down into all these little gaps down here just yet, because, well, I don't want to do that yet. Like, we'll go there eventually with the mane to connect it all together. But not just this part. So we're going to continue these other bits when we come in with these cheek bits as well. I also put Lily out in the backyard because she wanted to go out in the backyard, so hopefully she won't start barking at the neighbours' dogs again. Also, what we want to do here with this one, we actually want to bring our Tuscan Red down the spine of the flower, down the spine of this cheek leaf, as you'll remember. At least I'm pretty certain that's how we did it anyway. We're going to need to sharpen it before we do too much more probably. Then what we want to do is bring in our black PC935. We want to sort of bring that black over all those areas of Tuscan Red we just did. But still leaving it so that you can see sort of the reddish blackish tones over it. But we'll bring in another layer of red on top just to make sure that it shows through. We also want the blackish red down this leaf spine for the cheek too. Now what we want to do is bring in our Tuscan Red PC937 again and bring that yet again over the blackish reddish areas. there's those. Now what we want to do, or what I'm thinking I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this cheek for a minute, and I'm actually going to sharpen this using, it's just the MAP shaker sharpener, because I find it doesn't break leads like some others. Like eventually I'll probably get a proper Prismacolour sharpener, but I just broke the lead then, as you'll notice. Just getting the thing out of it, the broken lead. This pencil's breaking a lot at the minute, the Tuscan Reddies. That's why I lost a lot of the black too, because it all of a sudden went through a phase of a lot of the leads breaking, so. So, it's probably partly in part because I've accidentally dropped some pencils sometimes. But hopefully we can get it sharpened here without things all falling off. Might be part because it looks like the lead on this one is part on the sort of wrong angle too. So I'm just doing it a little bit at a time to try to get it to where I want it to be, which I got it eventually. But yeah, that seems to be something I've noticed a lot with the Prismacolors. I love them, but they do seem to really easily break the lead. So now what we're going to do, we're going to come in with our Tuscan Red, and we're going to do all these little areas on the head and cheeks and stuff like that. So because we're following our light source, which is kind of coming down this way over the cheek and the nose and that. So we're going to bring it in for this part on sort of this side. We do have some areas where we've gone over. There's not really much you can do about that. This part, I'm not worrying too much about doing the lighter shades except for these bigger ones, because of the fact that it would take up so much space doing the other doing the shading on the little parts, and then you're not going to get quite so many colour areas and mixes into it. So I'm just mostly focusing on doing a little bit of blending area on the big ones, like these sort of the bird's feet with the blending bit. These little ones, these little sections like this, I just typically tend to do one stroke. I don't worry about blending layers or whatever too much with these ones, because of the fact there isn't a lot of space and I'm trying to fit a lot of colours into that little space. And we're just basically trying to follow the line. See, that one had a lot over it, so when I put it in, it basically filled it, but we're still going to do the other colours in there anyway. We are, but I'm basically just trying to follow where the light source would be for where you have this on the bottom, so you may adjust it as you do certain areas or certain patches. Say like this one, it's going to be more at the back area here rather than the front area. Same for this one. Oops, and we just reached that area where we sort of went out the camera. So I'll just let you know when I swap the directions depending on what it is. So This one here, we're still going to bring it down a bit like that. I know you could just do it on the very tippy ends of this one, and I'm going to go into that shortly, but the fact that it's so dark on some of these areas is why I'm still following the same light source area. So like these ones here, we're going to have it more on the tip ends because the light source is coming down this way. This one we're just going to adjust to have that way because of the way it just basically, depending on the way the piece sits, depends on the way you'll do the light shadows kind of thing, or if it's sitting in shadow, or so just basically adjust it depending on what works as to where the light source is coming from and the angle the little section is, the little pattern is. And this is those big areas that we are adding in a bit of our shading into to allow for better blending. So as you'll notice, we're not fully filled in those areas, but we're just, it's starting to fill them in by the way we're doing it. And I'm just pretty much, as said, following, just depending on where the angle of the pattern and that goes as to where the shadows go. So I'm just going to pause there just because we're getting closer to running out of time, and then we'll continue with the next colour next. But as you notice, it's starting to fill in some of those spots, which is looking awesome. So yeah, I'll be back shortly. So we're back. So next we're going to come in with our burnt ochre PC943, and what we want to do with that is just bring in a streak on top of where you've done your Tuscan Red as well as into the Tuscan Red, trying to leave a bit of white for the final colour if we can, which I'm not having much luck with that one, but we'll get there. And we're just basically bringing that in, trying to, I think I'm actually going to sharpen this one just a little bit, just because it's taking up too much of the space where we need to have space left for the mineral orange. So just going to bring in our little streaks of burnt ochre over the Tuscan Red and just up a little bit, leaving a bit of white still for our final colour. Trying to leave some white as much as possible.
and we'll just bring it over all the colours again. There are some spots where I haven't got much left for the orange that we're going to bring in last, but you do what you can. You do, because there's such tiny spots that it kind of makes sense that sometimes it's going to be hard to fit all the colours in there.
So now we've done that, we're going to come in with our Mineral Orange PC1033 and we're just going to finish off all those little sections with our Mineral Orange. So we just want to fill in every little spot, like some don't have all the white spots that we might want on them, but that's just because of the space, and sometimes you do a bit thicker line than you intend to do with it, which is what I've done with some of these. And so some aren't going to be able to have that so much of that orange look in there, or that orange shadow part in there. But yeah, not really much I can do about it. What happens happens, and we just have to work around it. Doesn't matter if you go out the lines with the orange because we've basically done shadows of that all over the other areas anyway, so I'm not really worried about that going out because it's just going to be hidden in the shades and textures and tones that we've already done. I'm just going to sharpen this so I'm not having to press quite so hard. Yep, and it's going to break. Oh well. These ones I have accidentally dropped a couple of times, so you can't, but one thing I have noticed, you can't always tell when they're broken. Like they say, if you shake them you can hear if the lead's broken, but it seems like that's actually not the case. And it's broken again. So yeah, just keep in mind that you may do the checks to see if it's broken or not, but you can't actually tell anyway, even if it says that that's a way to check if things are broken or not. And it's broken again. Whoops. I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to try and get this sharpened and then I'll be back. So hey everyone, I'm back. Unfortunately I wasn't able to get it any sharper than I'll just focus on it temporarily. If it'll work. Wasn't able to get it any sharper than that, just because of the fact that it just keeps breaking and snapping. So now I've basically lost half of the pencil that I had left there. So I think I'm going to have to purchase a new one of this. Obviously sometime when I've accidentally dropped it or something, the lead's completely shattered on me, so at least this lower part of the lead, so it's just snapping anytime I try to sharpen it currently, and I'm losing a whole heap of it, and I can't sharpen it any further than that or it just snaps off. So lucky we don't need a sharp point at the moment. So yeah, we're just going to keep going with our mineral orange in these sections. But yeah, I think next pay I might have to reorder a replacement mineral orange and black, because I don't own the little things that you can use when they get really short with the pencil extender thing. So unfortunately I don't have one of those, and I've had a bit of a look at them, but it's a bit out of my price range at the minute. Like, it's not that expensive, but it's still something that, well, I can't get right now. But I think I'm going to have to buy a replacement for this and for my black soon anyway, and possibly even another for the Tuscan Red, because it's had a lot used out of it too, so we'll see. This Lion, I think the reason why so much of these pencils have gone is just due to lead breakage, because a lot of my other pencils, like some of them I've used a decent amount, like this one's taking up a lot of these colours just because it's just using these same colours for a large image. But it's kind of like the other Prismacolour pencils that I have, they don't seem to have had the lead breakage that these have either, so kind of frustrating. Like, I love the pencils, but it is frustrating with the lead breakage and stuff like that. Particularly if you accidentally drop it. Like, I don't deliberately drop these pencils by any means, because I don't want to risk, shall we say, losing all the pencil due to lead breakage. But as you all know, that you do sometimes have the odd accident where you then go on, where you accidentally drop the pencil or send it flying by accident, and it causes lead breakage and stuff. And I think the fact with these that it happens so much is partly because they aren't glued to the pencil lead, because I've accidentally dropped some of my polychromos a couple of times and they have had no lead breakage yet that I know of, but from what I know with them, they're actually built differently and stuck to the pencil leads and stuff like that. So yeah, it's interesting to see the differences between the Prismacolour and the other one. Like, and I just realised I've forgotten to put the cardboard in the back of this, haven't I? So I'm just checking to see if any pencil colours are rubbed off, because some of the images that I have, the ink is actually likes to rub off a lot with those things. So I'm just quickly going to find my cardboard, which is over here in the one that I've been just working on my own thing off camera. So hopefully I haven't dented the back paper or anything too much. No, I haven't. Well, it would be up here if it was. Yeah, there has been some slight ink transfer up there. So that's normally why I have a piece of cardboard or paper or something in the back of my book, because of the ink transfer seems to happen very regularly with these books as you're colouring. But yeah, it's interesting to see the difference, and the fact that the Prismacolors are artist pencils and I love them a lot, but the minute you accidentally drop them or something, they do break. And sometimes I'm wondering if also part of that issue is the fact too that in some spots the leads are kind of like, it doesn't show as being on an odd angle, but with being centered, like they kind of look centered, but I think sometimes the leads do end up curving more to the outside in certain areas, so the lead isn't exactly straight in there either. So I have noticed some faults. I wouldn't not use them, but there do seem to be faults that cause them to break really easily and hence waste a lot of the pencil. So I love them, I'm still going to use them, but yeah, those are things to be aware of at the same time. But I got these first because they were what I could afford at the time, and then I found my polychromos last year for a really good price, so I got lucky there. So yeah, now what we're going to do is come in with this cheek area here. So we're going to do this. So we've now, I'll just zoom out quickly so that you can see. We're now getting the majority of our face done. We want to do this cheek bit, and then I think I may do the eyes and leave it at that for this part. We'll see. See how much time's left after we do this, because this cheek bit could take a while, as it did last time. So we're going to zoom in a bit closer that time, make sure it's focused. And now we're going to come in with our Sepia PC948, and we still have this sharp from last time, and we want to bring that in because our light source is coming from down this way. We want to leave the light at the top area like we did with the other leafy cheek, and we do want to add just a little bit of our shadows there, which we'll probably come back and do most of that towards the end kind of thing. So we're just going to do our first sort of line shadow areas first, and then add our light shades in at the end. Yep, we're doing it exactly right. For a minute there I thought I wasn't doing it right, but we are. Now we're just going to add in a bit of our light areas to allow for blending. We will add our next colour in. Okay, next we're going to come in with our Tuscan Red PC937. We want to bring that as last time over all the sepia and a bit of our light red, because we're trying to add in many colours here, remember, and we need to get to the sand colour with some of it, so we need to leave space where we can for those colours. So we're just adding in our Tuscan Red over our sepia areas and doing our little light shadows to areas to allow for better blending. A lot of aeroplanes flying overhead today. Okay, next we're going to come in with our burnt ochre PC943. We want to bring that over all the colours again, including the Tuscan Red, and then add in our little light shade on the top again for the blending things. And as you notice, some of these little areas you're not going to fit every colour in, but we're still going to add every colour over the top anyway, just to make it all look equal or the same. I don't know if it's just me. Some of these little areas up here, they kind of look a bit different to some of these other areas in the nose and the way we've done those. Just curious. It is. But it works anyway, how it is, so I'm just going to leave it that way. I'm wondering if maybe I did another darker colour in the nose area. I'm not sure. But I'm just going to leave it how it is because it works anyway. And I like it that way. Now we've done that, we're going to come in with our Mineral Orange PC1033, a teeny orange pencil. And we still want to try and leave some area at the top, but also get some of that orange in where we're going to have the sand sort of colour. So trying to leave a bit of area for the sand colour. And now finally we're going to come in with our sand PC940, and then we're probably going to pause
for this part, and then we'll bring it back and do our second layer over the top after this, because we're just getting low on time with this part. So we want to bring more of that red up and stuff, which we don't have in this one so much because there wasn't so much space. So we're sort of more focused on putting that on the sepia area rather than bringing it up into its own section like the other side. So we want to try and bring some of those colours into it more with our second layer, as well as bringing the black, which is our shadow, and has those, like, we've got the shadows there, but we still want some of our black in there. We just bring it over all these little areas here. So yeah, I'm just going to pause there for a minute, and then we'll come back and we'll do our second layer of the black and the sepia and Tuscan red on that. And then I think if I've got enough time, I think I'm going to go on and do these eyes. And yeah, so I'll be back shortly. See you. So hey everyone, we're back. So unfortunately it looks like we may not have time to do the lion's eyes in this section, just because we've only got about 28 minutes left on the card. I may go over, but I think I may leave. I'll see. I may do the lion's eyes this time. I may just have to download the card and then do the lion's eyes, because I kind of would like to finish the face of the lion if we can, but I'll see how I go. Maybe this part, maybe next part that we do the lion's eyes and then we go on to the main. So yeah, I think I might do that. So I might leave the lion's eyes and do them the next part, and then start on like the lion's mane area and possibly a black background. And yeah, so we're just going to finish off this little bit of the cheek area. So we've got our black pencil, PC935, and we just want to just bring a light line along the bottom and along where the bottom of our shadows are. So we're not looking to blend it up or anything, we just want to accentuate these shadows with the black. The black pencil is just slightly larger than the mineral orange pencil now. Sorry, I just noticed that and was comparing it. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to order some replacement ones of these soon. I'm just going to add just slightly more black onto this centre bit too, just because I want to. So there's our black.
Now we're going to come in with our Sepia PC948, and we just want to bring that a little bit over our black. We're not worrying about blending these ones so much just because of the length, but also the amount of space, and just we're using this to basically make our black not just a direct line, but also to blend in the other colours. But while we're not worrying about doing our blending shade areas, is just, I think as I said last time, just to do with space, but also because we want to make sure that we still have that space free for our lighter colours as we go to it, because we are adding in a lot of colours in this section, so we want to make sure we have room for those, which is why I'm not doing the blending shades on top, but also because of the fact that it has been blended underneath. Well, mostly. Anyway. Okay, there we go. And next we're going to bring in our Tuscan Red PC937. We want to add that, but we also want to try and get, if we can, a little bit of the red showing above the sepia and black. If we can. But also still leaving enough room for the other colours as well. Now we're going to come in with our burnt ochre PC943, and we want to bring that in over all the other colours that we've just previously just added in, trying to still leave space for our sand and our mineral orange. Now we're going to come in with our mineral orange PC1033. We want to bring that, just still trying to leave a little bit of space at the top for our sand colour. And finally we're going to bring in our sand PC940. Yeah, 940. It's hard to read for a minute there in the way the light was reflecting on it. And we just want to bring that in over all the colours. Including the areas where it's all dark, just to make it all look similar tones. And so that's that done. I think, as I said, I'm going to leave the eyes for next time. So I hope you enjoyed this, and our face is pretty much finished now except for the eyes, and we'll work on them next time. And yeah, if you did enjoy this, please feel free to like, subscribe or comment, and yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.